got a chance to play High on Life, so we're going to revisit that, Brett.
Re-review.
Re-review.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you played it,
Yes.
right?
You and Austin both played it, and we both talked shit about it.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, now that you've played it, where your thoughts are with this game. So it's like this is like a second opinion, if you will.
Well, I beat it. You know,
That's better than we did.
I played all the way through it, and boy, I don't know why.
How long did it take?
2 days. I don't know hours wise, but
okay.
like I took like a whole day off because I got my PC and then I had to work, and I was just like, everything's ready. I put a hole in the roof, you know. Didn't get a chance to like fucking really dive into it. So I took a day off, and then I took a second day off. I was like, you know what? I'm playing games. I'm going to enjoy this. And I've been dying to play High on Life. It was the main reason behind wanting to get a PC. And boy, I don't know how I feel about this game. Because like I said, I beat the game. I thought the humor in it, I don't know if I'm just getting older or what, was kind of just like too much. You know, I didn't feel any connection in the story. It felt like it was all over the fucking place. And like, there's so much talking in this game, and I just want to shoot shit, you know. And then the one thing that bugs me, it doesn't have a map.
I never thought about that.
A little map, and you're supposed to like explore the different planets, the different worlds, and like find all these like hidden treasures and shit. Didn't have it. The guns are phenomenal, but I kept defaulting to my original gun until I got the final gun. But here's
what is the final gun?
the final gun.
Well, what are all the guns? Because I got the shotgun, the standard pistol that talks forever.
Yep.
And then I think that's all I got.
So you have the standard pistol. You have the shotgun, which does like the sucking up people, and you can shoot them like that. And then you get, I think the third weapon is is like this creature. Well, they're all creatures. They're all aliens that talk to you. He shoots out his children to attack people.
That's pretty funny.
It's hilarious. And then like his main, because each gun has its main like feature. Like the pistol has like a booger that it shoots out and explodes. The shotgun shoots out like a saw blade, which I never used him at all. I couldn't stand it. Then the other one, the creature one that shoots out its children, it shoots out a mind control one that attaches to one of the aliens and like actually controls them and will fight with you.
Yeah.
The other gun was it was like the pistol, but like a SMIG or something, like a small machine gun, and it will shoot out these little pink little diamond things out, like shards, and it will stick to enemies. And then also her major was like a time bubble that would freeze time or slow down time. So if you shoot it out and freeze them, and if they're stuck with those things, you keep shooting it, it causes like a big explosion.
Yeah.
The final gun was hands down my favorite gun. It was the end of game gun that just destroys everything.
It's like the BFG or whatever from Doom, I think.
Pretty much. So, but this gun has a story behind it, because it turns out that the original gun you met actually betrayed his planet, and that's how their whole planet got wiped out, right?
The Planet of Guns.
The Planet of Guns. Well, his friend was trying to turn him in, and he got basically kind of like killed and worked on. So he's like damaged. So the bounty hunter that you teamed up with tries to fix him. Well, he fixes him, but he can only say one word, and it's his name, and it's "Let's do it." That's all he says.
Oh my god!
So whenever he's fully charged and ready to go, all he says is "Let's do it." You're like, I don't know about this. Let's do it. And he just keeps going.
Oh my god!
It is like,
so what's his damage do?
His damage wipes out like waves of enemies. I had like 10 guys on me, and you charge it up and shoot, it shoots out a wave like of electricity and just does like hella damage for the longest time. And I think that's the part that I enjoyed the most, right when I finally got to that part and I got him. But then after game stuff was the worst part. The after game, there was nothing to do except for in-game stuff. I had to go find the rest of the chests and all that jazz, but it's kind of hard to do when you don't know a map location. You're constantly lost. And I wish they had like a central hub where you can follow. The gunplay was pretty fun, but like I said, I always defaulted to my original pistol. I never really used any of the other guns. And the other guns kind of annoyed me with the conversations that they were having and all that jazz. There is a decent story behind this game, but it was kind of overshadowed with like so much so much walking around NPCs trying to talk to you.
Yeah.
And it keeps going, I want it to be short and simple and just keep getting into the action, you know? But besides that, I did enjoy the game. I hope there's more content coming out for it, because I noticed with the bounty hunter thing that you do, there's a section where that is still open that I can go to. But it's just, if they come out with a sequel, I think the sequel will be better. Yeah. You know? And then like what else annoyed me about this game that I was just like, why is this a thing? I think I think that was it, really. It's just it was very simplified first person shooter. So,
yeah. That's kind of, I mean, okay, you came to the same conclusion we did, which is good. Because like we were, I mean, in the same boat. It was just the shooting mechanics weren't that great. Yeah. I mean, it was fine, it was passable, but it's kind of like what we talked about with Hi-Fi Rush earlier. It's like, you know, very relatively simplified, and it's got a lot of style and visual pizzazz and excitement. But then at the end of the day, it's like the core game is just kind of fine.
It's fine, you know. But I think I think what they were hoping for and what kind of really overshadowed it was all the humor shit in it. You know, it just didn't. I was just like, okay, this is a little much. I love Rick and Morty, you know.
Yeah, same.
But this is getting to a point where I'm just like, good Lord, man, come on.
When it's like, this is one of those examples that I feel like you can tell where, you know, Justin Roiland on his own, he needs to be pulled back a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think when he's with Dan Harmon working on Rick and Morty, there's a collaboration there. Well, maybe there's not a collaboration based on what I've heard with their working relationship. But all that to be said, there's definitely a push and pull that I think basically reels Justin Roiland back in from going too far off the deep end. And in this game, I don't think he really had that, you know, because this is his company.
Yeah.
That he just like went off the deep end with his humor and his stuff. And I like his humor, but I don't like that much of his humor.
And it is like over the top.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of things. Like I enjoy talking to the NPCs, but I'm getting to a point where like, get to the joke and let's move forward, you know? And it just keeps going and going and going. I'm sitting there with the NPC for like 15 minutes and the joke is still trying to keep going.
Yeah.
It's almost like Family Guy, you know? It's just too much at this point. Yeah. So, but besides that, it was a fun game. I played it all the way through. I got it on Xbox Game Pass, of course. And I beat it, but as for like going back to it, it's already uninstalled. I'm not going back to it unless they come out with the DLC. Then I'll jump back into it. But it gets boring after a while. Yeah, but once you get the hang of the combat, which is super simple, it's fun.
Yeah, the mission structure was interesting. Just like, you know, dropping in, it's basically you fight like 8 or 9 bosses or something like that, and you just go from mission to mission. So it's like it's very easy to manage in that sense. Cause it's like, okay, I'm gonna fight a boss, and then I'm gonna be done, and then I'm gonna fight another boss, and then I'll be done. You know, you can, you know, kind of play through it in that sense. But it's unfortunate because I was so hyped on this game, so excited for it, and it was just a little underwhelming. But I'm glad you got to play it though.
Yeah, same. I'm happy. I mean, like if I am in a video game lull, I might replay it again. But it's a one and done game. You know?
High on Life.
Yeah,
one and done.
One and done.